Welcome back. You're listening to WSB Stony Brook. Right now, I'm joined by two of the members of Valis Ablaze. How about you guys introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about the band? Oh boy, don't hear from. Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on, guys. I didn't have it on program. All right, now you're good to go.
Hey, how's it going? Cheers. Thanks for having us on.
No problem.
So it's Rich. So I'm the drummer.
Tom, and I'm the guitarist.
Yeah.
One of two.
One or two, yeah. So, again, cheers for having us on. So, I'll give you a bit about the background about the band. So we've been going since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So fair time now. So myself and the other guitarist, Ash, actually met at uni. I was actually the president of the Live Music Society, running that, and and Ash and I jammed and stuff, really kind of kicked it off. And then a few years later, Tom and George, they were studying music at the same university. And then we all
found
got
each
together.
other.
Yeah, so the band's gone through a few different members over the various time, but yeah, we're at a great stage. You know, great members. I guess there was Phil that came on board, and then George. So George and Tom were in another band together, Fall of the Archetype, and so we knew each other. We were all playing music together anyway.
Okay.
So yeah, it all fell into place.
So one of the interesting aspects when looking at your discography was just kind of like your journey in finding your sound and what the band was going to do. What was that journey like for you guys trying to figure it out?
Oh man, it's been a real journey. Starting off from the beginning. So the original vocalist Adam, very heavy, screaming. Very, very, big sound.
Yeah.
So really, we started off really supporting that as musicians. But
I think the band started in 2013. That was with Ash and Rich as kind of the two core members. Adam joined a little bit later than that, and about a year after that lineup had kind of been set, towards the end of 2014, that's when I joined the band. I think at that point, the music, I guess, took a more technical turn, I guess. We were just releasing our first EP at the time, so I, in terms of writing, didn't have a lot of contribution into that. And then there was the 3 singles after that, and then obviously kind of the EP, Insularity, was, I guess, my first main brainchild.
Yeah. And that it feels that the EP, or the latest EP, really kind of brought everything together. It felt like it was a big kind of like a stamp, or like a key time in our journey, for the sound to really fall in line with each other. And we've really understood, especially writing for our latest album, it's really fallen into place, and we've all, we just know each other really well now, musically, and it's all just fallen into place.
Part of it was coming to some kind of compromise about the like how we were writing and stuff like that. Like, that's definitely got more efficient, I guess, is the best word for it. But we had an entire album written when Phil joined the band, we sacked it off basically to start again with him, and no regrets. Like, I love Insularity.
Then with that process, you guys kind of had to rebrand yourself.
Yeah,
massively. Yeah, and it's just kind of taking it on board of like who was in the band and the members, and really what we could all bring to the table. So I remember having that conversation, and it was like, this is our make or break time. What are we doing? And we all came round my house and had quite a heartful conversation, and we were all just massively like, let's do this. and it gave us a lot of energy, focus, and direction to really hit the ground running and make big moves.
Yeah.
And I would say it was worth it because the kind of success the EP had over 2017 was huge. You got lots of new people discovering you guys. You had different magazines posting really good reviews, just a media presence. You guys got on, I believe, the UK Tech Metal Fest.
That's correct. Yeah.
So, do you feel any pressure now, or does it give you any confidence in moving on to new music?
It was kind of it's both, because we're so proud of even right from Inertia, like the first music video, the reaction was so overwhelmingly positive. And we pushed it all ourselves. Like, we didn't have any PR backing or anything like that. We just tried to do our best. And it was interesting to see what our existing fans' reaction was, but then also we picked up a lot of new people, and that was really cool. So yeah, I mean, in terms of pressure, I kind of want to do the existing fans proud, obviously, but I think that we've kind of just broadened what we've established in the EP was kind of the main objective, really. It's kind of taking the EP as a center point and exploring that in perhaps a more cohesive manner.
So I've got some lyrical questions for you guys. Just go ahead, throw out some lines from different songs off the EP, and you guys just give an idea what you think it means. All right. So the first line is from Resolution, and it goes, "Discover what you are to avoid the drown you decipher sound."
I think it was. I mean, Rich and I aren't kind of so hot on the lyrics because that's Phil's thing, really. But like to me, like Resolution, because that was one of the first songs that we'd finished off. Because we were writing all of the EP at the same time. I think that was possibly just an acknowledgement of I guess the change that we made to like take on a new image, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so the next line's from Inertia, and it goes, "Memories carry more weight. In the end, it's all we take that survives."
Just
We can press the skip button if you need to. All right,
hey, I'm the drummer.
I think in terms of lyrics, the most emotive one for me was Legacy. I know that has a lot of that has quite a close meaning to Phil, and that was one that I really wanted to do justice for him musically, because it was kind of like quite personal, and hopefully that all kind of comes across not only in the lyrics but also kind of the melodies and the rhythms and stuff that complement that.
Yeah, Legacy is definitely the most emotive track on the EP. I've had it a couple of times where, at the beginning intro, I'm waiting, and I've had the hair stand on my arms, and it stands up on end and stuff. And I think we've all kind of taken that song. Well, I've taken that song quite personally as well. There was, I tend to think of some people that have, I don't know why, but have passed sort of from my life and family and friends and stuff, and kind of just have a little kind of think about them, which is a bit unusual to do on stage, and it's sometimes it's get back in the moment. But yeah, it's definitely a powerful song, and I think a lot of people have resonated with that feeling and that emotion, and that's really what we've tried to hammer home with a lot of the music, and especially with our upcoming album. It's a journey, it's a story, and hopefully people will get on board with it and really enjoy it, but have that emotive side to it. That's really important to us, and we've made that a big focus.
All right, so I'll give you one more so I don't torture you guys. So the next line is from Legacy, and it goes, "The healer needs to heal, the last butterfly takes flight."
Yeah. So in this case, I'm not sure whether it's something that's it's basically the subject matter of the song is something that's very personal to Phil, and so and it's to do with somebody who kind of who passed on in his life, and so he was kind of it's almost kind of reminiscent, and kind of about remembering them for the good things and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that particular section where that line is kind of the one section for me that like as Rich was saying a minute ago, like it definitely gets me thinking of it.
All right, so how about you guys share some of your favorite aspects of the EP that you may want to implement in future releases?
Okay. Do you want to go ahead with a few of yours?
Yeah. So for me musically, it was really interesting. It actually really stretched me. So we kind of, with writing, it was great to actually have input with Tom and the guys really. So Tom's great at thinking of whole sections and really thinking about all the different layers and what the drums and how the drums would be played and really sound. So for me, that's sometimes a challenge because I have to get inside of Tom's head sometimes and really hear and understand how the sections created and made. But then obviously add my own flavour to it. Obviously writing my own sections and things. But yeah, there's a couple of moments on the EP which were really kind of technical moments, which when you're writing and learning give you a big headache and. Yeah, it's a challenge, but then live when you nail the drum parts, it's just there's a couple of moments where we sometimes have a little nod at each other. Yeah. It's like nailed it, got it, that's good.
That's actually something that we took on as like I guess an action for the album as well, with kind of the way that Rich and I write, because I'll kind of generally write something that's like a skeleton. But I'll include some of the intricacies because I want to put across the feel, not just the bare bones. And so we've kind of learned, I guess, to make sure that all of those themes are taken back to those basic things when they're writing, when they need to be, to make sure that like we are in a full understanding of what that section needs to feel like, I guess.
So how about you guys maybe share what people should expect off the upcoming record?
So I guess kind of as I was saying a little bit earlier, so the EP is, I guess, setting a sort of center point, and we're expanding outwards from that. So there's some parts where it gets significantly darker. There's a couple of songs which are kind of light all the way through, which is nice and something that took us out of our comfort zone a little bit. But basically we're going for kind of just an emotive journey. So we try to like invoke certain feelings at certain times. And there's certain times where it feels kind of a bit heart-wrenching, I guess, like Legacy and that kind of thing. But for example, so track 5 is one that's particularly upbeat, and quite lively and energetic, and it's a good fun song to play. So yeah, I expect to be diversified, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're about done here. We're running out of time. How about you guys just share some of your band goals for 2018 and where people can find you online, can listen to your music, and all that stuff?
Yeah, bro. So we're going to be organising a European tour. We've got some weekenders coming up. So we've got one in Feb, which we're really looking forward to. We're going to be getting onto the festival circuit as well during the summer. and yeah, trying to hit up some big festivals. We've got our album that's going to be launched early this year. So yeah, if people check out our Facebook page and Instagram and all the social medias, so at Valis Ablaze, and yeah, keep up with news. Like, we're always posting, and we'll also, like, interact with people as well. So if you listen to our EP and have some thoughts and stuff, feel free to drop us a message. We'll always get back to you. So yeah, we've got some really exciting plans in the pipeline. We're all really super excited. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for joining me. Hopefully, we'll talk again soon. And
definitely.
And good luck with new LP.
Well, thanks very much for having us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
No problem.